What should we do in this time? And in order to understand that, we'll start from definition. What does it mean, victory in the war? There are different kind of definitions. You can count soldiers that they were killed in other side, or how many aircraft you shoot to them. But there is a definition that says that victory in a war when you occupy some territory or you lose territory, it's you lose the war, and also your feeling that you won. The problem is that if we take this as a definition, you'll understand that after the last 50 years we only lose our battles. Think about last 50 years, we give our territories to Arabs, to Egypt, to Lebanon, to Syria. We give our, and also Gush Katif, that we left Gaza Strip when 15 years ago. And a few places that we give them our territories. And also, they have feeling of victory. They celebrate those days. Any our operation that we did there, Tzuk Eitan, Shomer Chomot, Oferet Yitzukah, they celebrate those days. And we not. We have a feeling that, okay, we finished. And that's why we lose. Also, according to those criterions. And also, when we make, it's not just regular failure in the war that we have. It's a shame failure. I will explain you what I mean. You know about Lebanon War II. It was about 20 years ago, approximately. We did this war. In this war, from Israel's side, there were 120 soldiers, approximately 1,000. Yeah, 1,200,000. No, 1,200. 120,000 soldiers. Pardon? Yeah. And from Arabs, I mean, Hezbollah, it was 5,000. We had 120,000 and they 5,000. We had 370 tanks, Merkava. And how much tanks they had? 0. We had it was our tanks. We had hundreds tanks, and they didn't have any tanks. They didn't have any tanks.
They were shooting rockets.
Yes. Yeah, you're right. But they didn't have tanks. They didn't have airplanes, and we had a lot. Israel Air Force. How many boats, ships they had? Nothing. We had a lot. Submarines. We had a lot of a lot of technique. And we, in this war, continue 34 days.
Because we didn't do what we were supposed to do.
Yes, yes, I agree. I just want.
The government.
I agree. I just wanted you will know what we're talking about. What kind of failure we had, and this war continued 34 days. How long continue Yom Kippur days in 1973? 18 days. 18 days. And in Lebanon, 120,000 soldiers, Israel soldiers, against 5,000 Arabs, it continued 34 days. So it's not just failure, it's shame failure. And Tzuk Eitan, it was more than 50 days. Why? Why that is the situation? And about the same time, more or less, a little bit later, one of Israeli professors, named Professor Israel Uman, he got Nobel Prize. He was Nobel Prize winner in the field in economics, and he one of the creators or main creator of game theory, and our army commanders, the highest commanders, all generals and this and that, they wanted to understand what does it mean this, what the idea of game theory, and they came to him that he should explain them what does it mean. So he said, it's very difficult to explain because it's complicated, and even professionals, they don't understand so easy this theory. But in simple way, I'll tell you. In simple way, I'll ask you. You are in the struggle with your enemies, with Arabs and this and that. Do you have something that for you it's holy, for you it's something that you will never give up, something that for it's absolutely no? And they say no. We are able to negotiate, and we'll come to some compromise.
That was the whole problem.
And he says, and your enemies, do they have something that for them they will willing to die, to disappear, to not to exist, but not to give up their idea? I say, yes, they have. What? Jihad. They are fanatic. They are. He says, so according game theory, you lose your war. Your future war, you also use them. You lose them already. You don't have to make them. You will lose. Why? Because it doesn't make difference. It doesn't matter how many arms you have, how strong you are. If they will never give up, if you don't have your red line that you'll never, and they have, so you will always be willing to compromise, and that's why they will win in the end.
I'm sorry. So we basically is trying to negotiate, and they not trying to negotiate.
Yes. And then he says, and then one of the generals says, no, we also have something for us that it's holy for us.
Yeah.
What it is? He says, human lives. So the professor said, "Shh, be quiet. This is the greatest secret that the Israel army should keep. This is the secret, because if that is for you the most important thing, they will use it. They will use it freely, because they know that it's enough to dangerous your life, and you will give up. For you, it's the most important thing, it's a life. So if I'll make terrorist attack, you will lose your life. So you have to give up, because no, it threatened your life." And I think that, like, an example for this ideology, for this way of thinking that today we have in Israel, it can be like a illustration of all that. It can be a story about Gilad Shalit. You know probably what it was. It was Jewish Israel soldier that was captured by Hamas, and when we wanted to release him, they say, "Okay, let's make a deal. We will release Gilad Shalit, and you will release 1,027 our prisoners." That it include those Arabs, those terrorists that they killed Jews with blood in their hand. And we say, maybe you can imagine what kind of people they are, right? Those 1,027 murders. And you understand that if you release them, they will do it probably again, right? And that's what happened really in reality. They did it again. But I say, without no future. Your opinion, if I'll ask your personal opinion, would you release those murders? No, you understand, no, right? It's obvious. It's so simple, right?
Even a question.
It's even not a question.
Wait, in exchange for what?
For one Jewish Israel soldier.
No.
Of course, no. Yes, it's like you say. It's even not a question, right? But listen to this. Ami Ayalon, that he is the head of Shabak. I don't know how is it. Shabak. You know what it is, Shabak? Shabak, no? It's like FBI. No? Head of Shabak, Ami Ayalon, Yossi Cohen, former head of FBI, Israel FBI again, and Yaakov Peri, Carmi Gilon, all of them, they are head of Israel secret security forces. Also, Dani Yatom, that he was head of Mossad. Also, Amnon Lipkin Shahak, that he was Ramatkal, head of general, highest general in Israel. All of them said, it's okay, you can release him. It won't have any effect. That is what happened. Now, I want to ask you, what do you think? Why for you it's so obvious, and that, as you say, it's even not a question. And for them, it's also was obvious that they should take this dangerous, and they should release those people. Why? What happened? What's the difference? Like, who is stupid? You or him or them?
Them, of course.
You know, someone from those groups, or we or them, are stupid. Not just mistake, not just something that it's okay. You know, you have different opinion, or you have no. It's stupid to do that. It's idiot. So who is idiot here?
I think them,
Yeah, I also think.
because they have not been expecting us to accept this offer.
You know, I want to explain you why they did it. It's not enough to say, oh, they are leftists, oh, they are progressive, they are postmodernists. No, we have to find some deep reason that goes to this blind mistake. By the way, I will tell you that one of those 1,027 murders, one of them is Ichi Sinwar. Ichi Sinwar, he is the head of Hamas today. And he, who planned all those tevach, how say tevach? Butchers? No, how say tevach?
Terrorist attacks.
Yes, this terrorist attack that happened in last time. 1,400 Israeli was killed. He was the one. It's one of 1,027. So why? Why they did that? What stand behind this decision? I think that the main reason for that is because they have in their mind what they say to Professor Uman. They say the life it's the holiest thing. It's the main thing that we have, and all Israel culture built in this kind of idea. I mean, today, contemporary Israel today, our society built in some idea that your life is the precious thing in the world. This is the most important thing that you can have. You have. It's your life. And the most important thing is to stay alive, to be alive. And I think this idea, it's immoral idea. Because if your life is the most important thing for you, your life for you is the most important thing, so it means that if someone will tell you, or I'll kill you, or you will kill him, you have to kill him. Because for you, your life is more important than his life. And according Jewish law, according to Torah, no, you should say, I will die and I won't kill anybody.
But that's stupid. If somebody is pointing at your rifle, you're supposed to kill them rather than die.
Yes, because he threat your life, and he didn't. You want to protect yourself, and that's why you kill them.
That's kind of Christian concept to die rather than kill someone.
As you know, probably, that Christians, they steal Jewish faith. All Christianity built on Jewish ideas. It doesn't come from Christianity. They took it from Jews. Like to love your neighbor.
Mhm.
It's very famous Christian statement, but it's written in Torah, in Sefer Vayikra.
So still, how do you say what's the right choice in this particular case?
It's not a question of my opinion. We try to live according to law of Hashem. Hashem tells us what is right, and I know what is right. So that is idea that your life is the most important thing for you. This is idea, first of all, it's false idea, and second of all, it's immoral idea, and third, this is idea of decadence. Decadence. You don't know? You don't say in English decadence? Decadence.
This word in Portuguese.
Decadence. It's from French, décadence. Decadence, it means that your society, your civilization is fell apart. It's like something that it's spoiled and go and nothing will stay. It's like
Decreasing.
yes, go down and disappeared. This is decadence, and that's what happened. And in this, just a moment. When I learn with you, I really learn. It's not just I give you lessons. I learn for me. So I have all kinds of ideas in middle of lessons. So I want to write those ideas. Just a moment. Okay. You understand? That is a situation that we live here now. If our life, if Israel will continue live as it is until now, like it was last 50 years, in 50 years in future, Israel won't be exist.
Why?
Because two reasons. One reason, will fool Israel by non-Jewish. Until now, Israeli establishment tried to bring into Israel all kind of people that they are not Jewish and they don't want to make giur, like Ukrainian, like Eritrean, Sudan, Russians, whatever you want. And if you bring Arabs here and all that, Israel won't be Israel. And you don't have to wait until it will be 51% non-Jewish here. No, it's enough that it will be 40% non-Jewish. They'll be already much more active and much more aggressive, and then you have no chance. It's first. Second problem is that your enemy, they will attack you like they attack now, and nothing will stop them. What will stop this border that they had it was a joke, you see it. And you have a lot of Arabs that lives around us that they have no border. Jenin, Tulkarem, Shechem, Hebron, they have no borders at all. I think you just go out and that's it. So what will stop them to do this terrorist attack, those kind of terrorist attack again? And I think the reason is because, as Hamas said, to Jews, to this nation, they have no faith. That's how they define Israelis. They have no faith. And okay, and think about what you can do. Let's say that you are general, you are highest general in Israel, the Israel army, or you are prime minister. What do you want? And you make this decision. What you can do to Gaza today? You can say what we do now. We destroy them thousands of houses, buildings, thousands. And we, no, it's not enough. Yes, but okay, we'll do more and more and more. Okay, how much? You see probably in video and like YouTube, all kind of films that we destroy them a lot of houses, right? Like buildings. You see that. But pay attention that everything that you see in those pictures, they are from close up. It's always close up. But when you look around this picture, you see that Gaza stay in the same situation that it was before. It's shaking you when you see close, but if you look general in Gaza, and they show sometimes Gaza general, it's the same Gaza. It's not all Gaza, this city. I mean, I'm talking about town. The same thing. Nothing happened. How many buildings you can destroy? 1,000, 2,000, 5,000? Okay, 5,000. How much cost each building?
$5.
No, really, real.
$100.
Entire building.
You can make a building out of the mud. I mean,
No. I'm asking serious question. How much? You know how much it cost? $1 million. $1 million shekel. 1 million shekel. Okay, 1 million. Okay, if you multiplied 1 million to 5,000, how much it comes? 5 billion, right? 5 billion. 5 billion, it's about more or less $1.2 billion. And that's it. That's all the story. 1 billion. In one of the operations, it was Tzuk Eitan, we destroyed in Gaza a lot of, and the Arab, including United States and other places and other countries in the world, they did the how say contribute. They contributed $5.3 billion. It means from this operation, Hamas won, and it was worthwhile deal. It was very good for them. You understand? They earn
made much money.
They made money for this for our destruction. Now, and how much it cost to Israel? $11,500. It was in Lebanon 2. The war, Lebanon 2, it's 11.5, not dollars, shekel. Billion shekel. It means it costs us more than we can do to them. Okay, but we want to destroy it, but they come with benefit from that. They earn from that. So what you can do to them? You will kill them, We kill 3,000, 5,000, 10,000. Okay, you cannot kill them in gas chambers. How much you can kill them? For them to die, it's not such a great thing. It's for them it's heroical thing. For them to die, it's to be shaheed. Shaheed, it's you have a lot of
Righteousness.
yeah.
They have
So you're proud, all your family is proud for you. You are shaheed. You die for Allah. So what you can do them, and that's why I think we have to make three things, and that will save us in this situation. First is to understand the main thing for us. It's not our private life. Main thing it's we are a nation. Second, we have to be connected to our soul, not only to our body or our personality, but also our eternity, our infinity, to Torah, to Judaism. And third, that we should understand that we save the world. We are fighting with them in order to save the world. Now, I'll explain what I mean. If you understand that you are that your personality is not the most important thing, like we talked before. So we are ready to sacrifice ourselves to win this war, and I also sacrificed life of my enemy, though that it's that he is not guilty. But I understand that in order to win, I will sacrifice myself and him. What does it mean? I will say to our enemies like this: you know, every officer in the Hamas army, not he will be killed, but his grandmother will be killed, his nephew will be killed, his pregnant sister will be killed. All of them will be killed by a bomb. We know that in this house, someone, he is Hamas, all his family in the same, immediately, boom, and all of them die. I think in this situation, what will happen, that when the Hamas member will come and see, and he'll say, "Oh, hi guys, I became the Hamas member." All his family will come to him and say, "Are you crazy? You want us to be killed? You don't have pity for me, for your grandfather, for your mother? What are you doing? You're a monster, you're terrible, what are you doing?" Just a moment. Today, they have, everybody support them, everybody appreciate them. And he doesn't afraid to die. But for his nephew, he will be afraid to die. I mean, his nephew, that he will die. That all family will be against that he want to kill people. Then in this situation, he wouldn't have support like from society, and they will relate to him as a murderer. I want to tell you, he do care, because in those families, for them it's important family. It's not I am hero, I don't care about my family. They care a lot.
What's happening now? They're putting families in front of them, and that's why a lot of times the Air Force doesn't bomb them because their family is in front of them.
Listen, there are two things. One, Israeli Air Force doesn't bomb civilians.
Right, unfortunately.
Okay, but that is the fact. They don't. So they send them away from those areas. They bomb only empty houses. That is the fact. Now, sometimes it happens. Somebody can accidentally be killed or something like that. It can happen, but it's not all his family. And also, for them, they understand that it's who is bad guy here. It's Israeli. They want to. But in this situation, then when we tell them ahead, you should know all your family will gone, and don't let them be Hamas. We we warn them. We warn them like ahead. They will point their hate to this boy that he want to be in Hamas. And what you want to say?
So I wanted to say is that all the Palestinians who live in Gaza, also like in Samaria, they're all brainwashed, believing like from the bottom of the heart that it's a
Yeah.
good thing to kill Jews and to eliminate the Jewish state and everything. It's also the families, it's the whole structures, the whole society believes that.
Yes.
So if you kill the family of a terrorist, it only strengthens them. Because first of all, the family does not care, because they support already Hamas and Islam Jihad and Fatah, and they all have the same goal. Doesn't matter really.
Exactly.
It's the whole society that supports them. And it's another thing, if Israel starts to eliminate the family members of a Hamas terrorist, and then the whole family would get afraid. Another side is that the whole international community will chastise Israel for doing that, as they do already. Israel tries to avoid civilian casualties. If they try to, if Israel targets civilians, then that's it.
Well, that's
it's
actually
the end of the international community. There won't be no support from America from nobody, and then Israel will stand completely alone. I don't know if that's really work out in the long run.
Well, that's actually not completely correct, because most like many people just want to be left alone, even Muslims. I heard that there is like extra ultra Muslims that believe that they have to kill Jews, but there is also like normal civilians that don't want to like any Hamas. They don't want like anything just to them, because they just want to live their lives. They want to be left alone, and that's what the normal Muslims supposed to be looking like. But if we like happen to
I don't know if
make
you have
enemies
those,
with
One
them.
of the
I don't know if you have
problems
those
that they have books
Muslims,
writing
Arabs
this.
in Israel and so on as well.
Uh,
Very few, especially in Gaza.
Hmm.
It's like for 40, okay, not 40 years, but at least 20 years Hamas rules there, almost.
Mhm.
It's so.
But
the whole
listen, we have
society is entrenched with
not so
those-
many long time, so
Okay.
I'll tell you shortly.
Okay.
Listen, it's logically what you say. It's like it's true, but it's not always logically, because for them they do care. It doesn't matter. And how do I know? They escape all their families now from Gaza. In heads of Hamas, they have no families there today, because they do care. They don't want to die. It's in this situation, what I told you now, in my opinion, it's the most human and moral thing to do. Why? Because in this situation, how many innocent people will die? 2,000?
Said, but as he said,
Ju-
if Israel does that,
Just a moment.
But that's what they have to do.
Just a
They have
moment.
no
Just a moment.
choice.
2,000, 3,000. They will. Those kind of people will die. They're not innocent, really.
Of course.
Of course, they're not innocent. But I say, let's say innocent. Those innocent people. It's a mod. It's a. I think what will happen that it will stop all Hamas, and people will it's. I mean, why it's human decision, the most humanic, yeah, what most human you say, not
Humane way.
humane,
Humane way.
humane rate
Way.
human way.
yeah.
Why? Because in this situation, much less people will be died than today. Much less. You wanted to find something to show me?
No, I was just saying something about Hamas that they say a lot, and it's about I found this book, Sahih Muslim, and it's like the theme that they repeat all the time. Do you wanna?
Yeah, I will summarize it. So basically, they say like, that's what Hamas says. That
This is in this book, and not.
yeah, I'm not going to read the exact words, but still, it's like the last hour might come once even our surroundings will be like giving us up to them into their hands. Like they want us to leave the God, to be like left alone without God, and that
Without God?
without God,
Uh-huh.
and so that even the nature, even our surroundings will be like giving us to them in order for us to be killed by them. That's like their idealistic idea.
This is the phrase that they say, exactly the phrases.
What's the idea? I didn't
Yeah,
understand.
it's written. Abu Hurairah reported Allah's messenger, may peace be upon him, as saying, "The last hour would not come unless the Muslim will fight against the Jews, and the Muslim would kill them until the Jews would hide themselves behind a stone or a tree, and the stone or a tree would say, Muslim or the servant of Allah. There is a Jew behind me, come and kill him, but the tree guard would not say, for it's the tree of the Jews."
It's their like oral tradition.
Yeah, oral
Even
tradition. It's
nature
like
will turn against the Jewish people.
the
it says.
Sahih Muslim is
The
summarized.
stone will
Yeah,
turn
I
it.
know.
And they use this. The Hamas said this is exactly these words. It's oral tradition. It's
Yes.
a problem.
You think that it won't that even children and I mean the women and old people, they also will do that?
I don't know. Once I was a friend of mine was in Jericho, and almost their children, small children, like 80 years, speak stone is
No,
just
it's something else. That is something else. But the fact that
in Gaza. I think it's
no,
worse. You know?
no. Listen, I live among Arabs. I live in the area that in East Jerusalem. I live all my neighbors, they're Arabs. I see them behave. I see how they. No, though they're not suicide. It's not. It's not like this. They afraid of their life. They keep their life, and they want.
Wait for an opportunity. That's what I think. That's why they
Opportunist.
behave.
I live there already 15 years,
In
and
Hebron, the Jews and the Arabs got along. They were neighbors in 29 and 36, and we see what they did.
I mean,
I mean,
one person to sacrifice his life, he is willing to do that a lot, but family not. And as I told you before, they escape. No, how to say? No, escape their family.
Yeah.
They run away them.
Yeah.
It's first thing. No, but we have to stop already, right? It's kind of.
5 minutes. We're 5 minutes.
We have enough 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll talk. I'll talk quickly. Another thing is Akadosh Baruch Hu put us in some junction, in some situation that you have to choose. If you go in a rational way, is like a atheistic way, like a materialistic way, you will disappear as a nation in this area. It's impossible to live here, Chiloni. You have to be or connected to, or religious, or connected to tradition. Otherwise, it's you are not able to struggle with this kind of enemy. That they are fanatic and they are willing to sacrifice themselves, and you not. You prefer your life, so you won't have choice, or you be in. You have to choose this in this junction, or you educate your nation, all nation, in traditional way. I mean, connection to Torah, to something that there is above yourself, or you will disappear. And third thing, we should remember that we struggle with world evil. It's not between two nations. It's not between war between, let's say, French and Russia, like it was 200 years ago. It's not this kind of war. It's a war for image of a man. Who is a man in this world? If a man is somebody that he's killed and beheaded, how say, beheaded children, or man is a moral person. It's not war, understand? It's not something local, something here and now. It's something that for them it's ideology, or like ISIS, that they wanted to capture all the world, like a Nazis. You understand? Most of the war in the world, the war for territory, for power, for religion, for name of king, or other things. But it's never have, or usually they don't have like tendency to capture, to influence, to change the world, and all the world will be like you. It's only where Russians, like communism, it was only Nazis and jihad. That's what they have. That's what we are fighting for. We fight for human, all humans. And the last thing I want to tell you, that we have to we have to teach this idea, all those three things, to other people, to tell them that people will understand what this war is. We are not just victims, that they did it to us and we are poor and now we pay them back. It's not a situation. We're fighting for mankind.